Okay, I'm sorry. I had to stop for a minute. Something came up. Anyways, we were about to start Sonic, I believe. So, produced by or under license from Sega. Which one is it? Sega. I just realized there's a whole lot of red spots on the screen. I'm guessing that's dead pixels. Either way, press start button. Underground Zone Act 1. I don't even recognize this on Sonic 2 on the Sega Genesis. How do you do a spin dash? Are you saying you can't spin dash in this game? Well, oh well. This game makes no sense to me. Well, I guess it kinda does. Oh. Ow! It's hard keeping the Gamegear and the viewfinder. This is not easy to do. Anyways, this game is hard, a lot harder than Mortal Kombat. But I guess if I gave it enough time, I'd actually enjoy it. I don't know why they put Tails in the cartridge right here too. I mean, Tails was in Sonic the Hedgehog 2 for the Sega Genesis. But I guess, I don't know. I hear that they put a lot of new stages in Sonic the Hedgehog 2 for the Game Gear that they didn't put on the Genesis or the Master System. These aren't clones or ports of those games. No, they're like completely their own separate titles. Anyways, we just have one more game that we can check out for the Game Gear, and it is boxing with some dude that I really have no idea who that is. And that was my phone. That was my iPod. Okay. You know what? Before we do, I do have something that I can compare the Game Gear to. This is how big the Game Gear cartridge is. It is nearly half the size of an iPhone and more than double the screen. If you put them together like this, they're pretty much the same thickness. I mean, sure, I have a case on my iPhone, but not my iPhone, my iPod Touch. I use a S3 for my phone, but yeah, they're about the same density. Anyways, this video is just about over. Let's just do this one part, and I'm probably going to take a nap after this. There I am again. Okay. Produced and under license from Sega Enterprises. So was it produced or licensed? I don't know. Sega. Boxing. 1990. Oh, the same year I was born. Nice. Okay, let's see. Exhibition, tournament, create, options. What does create do? I guess create doesn't do anything. Oh, you have to press the start button. Oh, interesting. You can... Okay, this is probably the first customizable boxing or sports game. I have no idea. Oh, okay, I just go to done. Okay, since we're obviously not going to do tournament and do the full thing, let's just go to exhibition. Obviously, to start the game, I just found out you press the start button right here. Human versus CPU, human. Was there like some sort of cable for multiplayer? Because I guess you could from the DC in right here. But I don't know. Anyone who can tell me that, let me know. CPU versus CPU? Oh no. Let's try out the game and go human versus CPU. Big Missouri Mike. Ace Anderson. Do these numbers mean anything? Well, they probably did, like, in 1992. You know what? Let's just go with Ace Anderson because his name is Ace. Power, speed, recovery. I don't even know what any of those would relate to. Okay, so the 2 button activates as a right press, as a right punch, and the 1 button acts as your left fist. I don't know how to block though. And there's no music in it either, like, you're just punching. This is all you're basically doing. That's it. That's all I'm doing. I'm just jamming the 2 button. I don't even know if I'm getting anywhere. There's a timer going down, but I don't know. There's no there's no crowds cheering, no music. I mean, this is, I'm sorry, but it's pretty boring. Off. Okay. My impressions of the Gamegear. The guy I bought it from really, like, polished it. I am tired, so my voice is, like, cracking up. But for the most part, the Game Boy Color didn't come out until after this came out. So this and the Atari Lynx had that over the Game Boy, but they didn't do as well and they went out of business. The last handheld console that Sega made was the Sega Nomad, I think. And that played direct Genesis ports, well, not ports, Genesis cartridges into the back of the console. The last thing I can do is basically just show you this. The difference between the cartridge slots. I mean, it looks about the same, but the Gamegear has a slightly bigger slot. And I am a dumbass. The brightness was right here the whole time. Oy vey. Anyways, this is probably a really long video. It's probably going to be a 2-parter. Take care, YouTube. And yeah, I'm still working on Metroid. Have a good week.